the evening. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association loves newcomers. That's also made the Film Awards season a ripe time for new streamers to get their feet wet in the awards space. Last year was Apple TV Plus that administered a full-fledged awards effort just 2 months after the service's launch. In 2020, Disney Plus also came out of the gate as an instant award contender, scoring a whopping 8 Emmys, including 7 for The Mandalorian, and Quibi also had a good and, let's face
What the
it,
hell is
first
Quibi?
and only year. RIP Quibi, pour one out. Quibi had a good first and only year at the Emmys as a rookie streamer, winning 2. Used to take network newcomers years to land their first major TV awards nomination, let alone a win. HBO waited decades. Campaign efforts for HBO, HBO Max, and the Turner networks were recently consolidated under one awards team. Peacock, meanwhile, has not yet put together an in-house awards team, and so is keeping its inaugural year laser focused on a handful of titles, including The Amber Ruffin Show, Saved by the Bell, AP Bio, and The Capture. 2021 promises to be an all-out awards battle among streamers, old and new.
That was like a Mortal Kombat into an all-out battle. Like, is it?
But, um, but no, I was just thinking, like, I feel like the stakes are so high for streaming networks because the market is so saturated that unless there is that, like, oh, this has these shows that are winning a bunch of Emmys or getting an insane, like, you need that flagship show to draw anybody in at this point.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that that it mentioned that it took HBO like years, like a decade before they started getting nominated and what, but it just shows you where the talent and the money is going now. It's like, I mean, because of course it was network TV. That was
like
it.
HBO didn't have the push towards like original content, right? When they first came out.
Right. And then and it took a while for, it was like shows like Sopranos when they hit like Showtime and stuff like that. That's when they really started getting the recognition that they deserved. They were becoming contenders for cable shows with the original content. And now that same push has gone to streaming. I'm not surprised that much that streaming platforms are getting in there with these awards as faster than like cable original shows did. Took as long as them to get the recognition, because it's just, look at the quality of the writers and they're really investing. I mean, they're getting the same people who are putting in that the efforts in directing these blockbuster movies. They're getting these same people who are directing Oscar award-winning movies are directing episodes of The Mandalorian. They're getting the same directors, the same writers, and they're putting a budget in there that rivals what they would have done a long time ago, because they realize that, just like Disney Plus, they realize streaming is where it's at or where it's gonna be. So they're getting on it right now. So I'm not surprised that it's happening so fast. It was interesting for me to read that when it said that it took HBO that long to get in the award game, and now it's like, you know what, it's on Netflix, give them the damn Grammy, give them the Emmy, whatever, give it to them, the Grammy. They're winning Grammys too. I mean, come on.
I feel like there's just like an ad running next to us now.
Yeah, this episode of Talking to the Media is now sponsored by Quibi. Quibi. What's that?
Yeah, is that real? Did Quibi actually win Emmys? That is fascinating.
That's why they folded, because they were going for the Emmy. No, I think they overextended themselves with, and they, I don't know why they thought.
I don't know a single person who was like on Quibi.
There was what was the platform again? Like little micro, like 1 minute TV shows.
I don't think they were quite that short. Weren't they like 8 to 15 minutes? Am I making that up?
It was something. It was like, yeah, they thought that. I mean, there was already a platform like that. It's called YouTube. I mean, we're already, and that stuff is on here for free. People are making fan-made videos and with a lot of good quality stuff, and they're putting them on YouTube for free for 5-minute episodes, little 10-minute, 15-minute. That was already a thing, and Quibi was like, we got this. I don't know what they were thinking, but it was.
Well, I feel like part of the idea for Quibi, I, I feel like it's also, I don't know. I thought I heard something about like part of their idea was like you can watch it on a commute or like waiting at the doctor's office, or and it's like no one's going anywhere. Like the pandemic kind of screwed them over too, because it's like no one really wants.
You know what else I can do on a commute?
Binge stuff. We have nothing else to do.
I can watch YouTube. I can watch Talking Through the Medias for free. I'm like, that's like, why would I want nobody? I think people got picked on if they downloaded Quibi, if they admitted that they got Quibi. What you watching? The Mandalorian on Disney Plus is amazing. What you watching? I don't want to tell you. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. But I think that's part of the reason why Quibi failed is because the concept of it or the idea behind it, I don't think it clicked. People just were like, I don't get it. I think it was too confusing.
The fact that you asked and I was like, I think it was this, but I couldn't tell you.
Can't tell you. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the trailers looked interesting, but I'm like, but okay, so that's only gonna last for like 10 minutes. Like, no, I want to see a full episode. What are you going to give me in 10 minutes? And then I got to wait a week for the next episode or something. That's stupid. I
mean, I love that you're like, I'm going to take down Quibi. Like,
I totally am the reason why. I heard they're selling their shows to Roku. So, but at the end of the day, the whole point of this segment is Quibi's not getting any of those awards. They're gone. Screw them. What are they going to do to me? They're like Blockbuster now. They're fucking out of here.
I feel like Peacock's not going to happen.
You think Peacock will be fine? It's NBC.
I know, but I feel like just in terms of like actual popularity, I feel like Peacock was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, we're already dealing with the name Peacock with their BS. I mean, you think I'm going to down something called Peacock should buy the name Quibi. I would be okay with them being called Quibi.
But like, I just like talking about how they like aren't, don't have like the in-house awards team. And like, I feel like people are really bitter that they like stole The Office from Netflix. Yeah. And
that's why Peacock will be okay. They did power moves like you want to watch The Office? So too bad. You have to face the facts and tell your friends that you downloaded Peacock. But Quibi didn't do anything like that, so there
was nothing. Yeah, that's true. There was nothing. They didn't have anything.
They had original content. It just looked bad.
They didn't have anything that a friend said, "Oh, you got to go check this out." Because here's the thing: you got to hear from at least like 5 people on social media that something is good before I would consider downloading an entire new service to access it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm sure enough people were like, fine, I'm going to get Disney Plus because everybody's saying The Mandalorian kicks ass. But how many people do you have to hear that from before you're like, all right, we're going to spend this, what is it? $8, $9?
Season 3 of The Mandalorian is going to debut on Quibi. You know how many people would be so like, but it would have been a player move though. They would. But,
the Baby Yoda show on Quibi.
Exactly. A show that everybody already loves. Yeah, that's probably where they failed. They probably should have got some content like that. Joe Ryan says, so saturated, Amy. I wouldn't be surprised if streaming gets bundled just like cable did. Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're already doing it, right? Like, it's like you can get Disney Plus and Hulu and ESPN for however much. So, like, we're moving in that direction.
Yeah, you can filter. I'm on YouTube TV. I get that's where my local and like my cable. That's my cable provider, YouTube TV, and you can filter HBO Max and Showtime, all that stuff through that. So the
game's changing, but it's just going to be like different versions of
streaming. Streaming is already caught up to cable. So it's like you didn't cut the cord. You just got sucked into the matrix. Mark Bauer says it's possible, but every streaming site was initially a way to bypass paying for shows and downloading them illegally. True. I mean, it's like the digital age meant that piracy became easier. So it's like they had to get ahead of it.
I will say on that topic, it's getting so saturated. I'm seeing people going, and I won't name names because I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
Quibi.
But I feel like I've seen friends being like, I'm not going to pay for every individual streaming service. I will just go back to the days of pirating when I want.
I will be borrowing your password. That's
I will say Netflix is kind of an MVP on that. Of like, we know. Here, have a little separate section for everybody who's stealing your account. It's great.
J.O. says, I'm paying for 5 services. Well,
Money bags over here.
Which one is your least favorite that's always on the line of being disconnected, Joe? Which one? Let me know later. But all right. But that's all. Okay, guys. Let us know what you guys think about these shows and how well they're doing and getting all these awards nowadays. It's now the streaming services now are that's the thing. That's the quintessential stuff now. That's the line. That's where the quality is now. It used to be cable. Now it's these streaming shows now. So.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or we got your mail.